Good morning everyone, Mmda back on the road right now. They're on Nia Road and they're issuing tickets to a lot of parked vehicles along here. The team are now issuing tickets to these vehicles. You can see this is actually a 3-lane road brought down to 1 lane because parked vehicles this side, parked vehicles that side. Although it's mostly taxis, buses and jeepneys, there's also a few private cars mixed in, and of course everyone's getting the same ticket: illegal parking, either attended or unattended, and then obstruction. And you'll see there are a number of fires going on the sidewalk here, one over here, another one further down there, and I guess there's a lot of people staying here, maybe living here. I saw a number of people coming out of the vehicles trying to pack up their stuff to avoid any confiscation from the MMDA. You see the sidewalk clearing team have come in now. They'll be dismantling this little eatery. A lot of their stuff's already been put onto this tricycle to take away. I'm not sure if they'll also ticket the tricycle for illegal parking. In fact, yes, they are. They're just taking the license from him now to issue the ticket. Apparently some of the vehicles along here are impounded, but it's hard to know which ones are impounded and which ones are just parked here to eat and sleep. Sorry if the angles aren't the best, but I'm trying to avoid getting the children in the video because it's quite difficult to blur them out later. So you'll see they're just loading their stuff onto the back of the sidewalk clearing truck now. Again, it's the tiny truck. The big one is still out of action. Even the bigger one was too small. This is super small. This vehicle over here, this tricycle, is likely to be impounded because there's no license plate on the back and there's no driver, so there's literally no way to identify the bike and issue a ticket. So for that reason they have to impound it, put it on the back of a tow truck. Here's the towing crew now. I think they'll probably also take down these tents here. So it turns out that those tents actually belong to the LTFRB. This is a security guard. He's just arrived now and said, hey, that's me, I'm from LTFRB, I'm protecting these impounded vehicles so that no one comes and takes them. Hear everyone shouting. What's going on? They have the license, they can issue a ticket, send him on his way. The team are now on Ackham Road. There's a few red plates getting tickets, as well as this private vehicle here. This man is now leading the team with his own complaint, an area that he wants cleared. From what I can tell, this area here is public space, and then the one behind looks like an easement, so I guess that's where they built their houses. It's okay, I guess. It's better than having them living on the streets, you know, without a roof over their head. But maybe if they could just, you know, keep the area in a little bit better condition, there wouldn't be complaints, and then the MMDA wouldn't have to, you know, take stuff away from them. And the team are now issuing a ticket to this vehicle, partially on the sidewalk, partially in the road, and one more ticket over here for this vehicle. It's only a 2-lane road, and one vehicle over here that will be issued a ticket for parking on the sidewalk. And over here they stopped one motorcycle, both the driver and his passenger no helmets, wearing slippers also, so a total of 2,000 peso. I can see the enforcer trying to flag down someone with no helmet, one there and then one in the middle of the road trying to avoid enforcers. He might have already turned around and sped the other way. Let's see. I know, there you go, caught him. Although he's just put his helmet on now, they'll still have to issue a ticket because when they stopped him riding, no helmet. The driver's doing the famous pointing, I'm just going there, I just came from here. But that's what everyone says every time, oh, I'm just going there. I think he's handed over his license, so at least he has a license. They'll just issue a ticket, send him on his way. And over here they just stopped one more rider, no helmet. He's already given his license, so issue a ticket and advise him to push the bike home since he doesn't have any helmet. What you're seeing in the background there is a sign that says no parking along Mabuhay Lane. Vehicles are always getting ticketed in front of this restaurant here. I'm surprised the restaurant owner doesn't tell people, hey, don't park there, they're going to ticket you. But the team are moving in now and they'll be issuing tickets to each of these vehicles. All of the drivers have come out, so they'll get the cheaper ticket of attended illegal parking versus unattended. Now, of course, this is becoming a more common sight throughout the city. Big condo buildings where there's lots of vehicles parked outside, either on the sidewalk or on the road. A lot of the time what happens is people will pay for a unit, but they won't pay for parking. Sometimes it's because there's really no parking spaces inside. Sometimes it's because they say it's just too expensive. But if you own a car and you're looking for somewhere to live, you really have to consider where you're going to park your car, because it can get very expensive if you keep getting tickets for illegal parking. Over here the team are issuing a ticket to this vehicle for illegal parking. It actually belongs to this business here, and if you look you can see they've completely obstructed the sidewalk with what they're selling, like electric scooters. So I guess that's something else the team also have to deal with. And over here the team are issuing a ticket to this tricycle, and in front of that they're issuing a ticket to this vehicle, and further down the road a couple more vehicles getting tickets. You can see clearly obstructing one lane. Later in the day you'll sometimes find 2 lanes blocked. If you look on the other side you'll find some more fantastic parking. They're just issuing a ticket to this one now. The driver of that white car reappeared and started to drive away. Then she asked him for, so what's this ticket about? And she's asking him if he can change it to attended, which is the cheaper one, but it's too late. It's already been issued as unattended quite a while ago.